Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. It is a brand new week and it's a very big week at that. In just a few days, we've got the whole mid-season update, or the Season 3 Reloaded update, dropping for Warzone and Cold War, and I guess technically Modern Warfare, since that's still under the same application as Warzone. But obviously, that is still to come later on this week. But actually, over the past few days, we've had some interesting things surface in the Call of Duty universe in general, you could say. Ranging from some new Call of Duty 2021 information to some new info on some future updates for Warzone and even more. So as we go through it all today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Goal for today is going to be 4,000 likes. Would really appreciate it if we could hit that. And of course, if you're new here or if you haven't already subscribed, I am always covering everything going on in COD, from news to intel to updates. You name it, it's all right here. So feel free to subscribe. That way you can always stay up to date. So first up, there's been some new info revealed about the MOAB bundle, or the mother of all bundles bundle. We talked about this one a bit last week. It basically ended up surfacing via the whole Call of Duty companion app, and people started to see this. And it's this huge bundle for 10,000 COD points, or roughly $100 US. And that would be the most expensive bundle we've ever seen in Call of Duty history. It'd be a huge one in and of itself. And there were a lot of rumors going around saying that this may be a bundle containing all 6 Modern Warfare Battle Passes and all the content included in those tiers. So essentially, 600 tiers worth of content for $100, which would just be insane. But that doesn't seem to be the case, actually. COD Tracker, who ends up getting all the information for all the bundles whenever they end up getting added to the game files, actually came out and said that the contents of this bundle are apparently the 100 tiers of just the Season 1 Battle Pass, then also 100 tier skips, which would actually end up making sense. You know, tier skips usually go for like $1 or $2 US, so $100 plus 100 tier skips, it pretty much evens out there, so that would make sense. And on top of that, this has also apparently been in the files for months and months and months now. I think COD Tracker even said like late 2019 this was added in, so there's a good chance that this one may never even release just because it's been around for so long. So just some clarification on that. I know a lot of people have been asking about that in the comments recently. It doesn't seem to be anything crazy, and there's a pretty good chance it's never even going to come out. There's also been some new information on COD 2021 in regards to the co-op mode, which apparently is going to be zombies. It's presumably going to be zombies, I should say. Not confirmed, but things are pointing in that direction. In a recent post from Charlie Intel, they talked about a brand new rumor stemming from a handful of leakers over on Twitter, talking about the zombies mode in COD 2021 being co-developed by Sledgehammer and Treyarch, which would definitely spice things up for co-op for sure. Of course, the whole zombies mode in the zombies universe has been pushed into several other titles outside of Treyarch games before. We've had zombies in Spaceland back in Infinite Warfare. We had Exo Zombies, I think it was called, back in Advanced Warfare. We've had zombies in World War II as well. And now it looks like zombies is going to be returning yet again in Call of Duty 2021. And it could have Treyarch's touch on it, which I think we can all agree is the right move for zombies specifically. I think Treyarch does zombies the best out of all the studios personally. And that also makes me a bit curious to see if this is going to include, some of the iconic Treyarch storylines that we've seen before, or if they just plan on helping out with some of the core gameplay and mechanics, while Sledgehammer heads up the narrative instead. But regardless, whatever the case may be, that would definitely be some very cool news there if that ends up coming to fruition. Now, switching back to Warzone to focus on that for a bit, there's a handful of things going on behind the scenes that Raven's been tweeting about recently. Over the weekend, they ended up talking with the Movement King himself, Jowo, and they were talking about the streamer mode feature. Obviously, this is not a feature that applies to most players in Warzone, but for bigger streamers and content creators who'd rather not have players try to hunt them down or ruin their games over and over again, the streamer mode as it stands is just absolutely backward. It's pretty much useless. Instead of hiding the streamers' names, it just hides the names of everyone else in the lobby. However, if Timmy Quickscope stream snipes Jowo, it'll still let Timmy Quickscopes know that it's Joe. Just Joe won't know that it's Timmy being that stream sniper because his name will be hidden. But Raven is looking to improve this, it seems, or improve upon it, I should say, as Joe tweeted them asking about some changes to the streamer mode to, actually hide the streamers. And to this, Raven responded basically by saying, hey, give us some ideas as to what you'd like to see and we'll look into it, which is definitely a nice proactive way to go about updating it so, it's actually a worthwhile feature and it's usable. Again, though, not a super huge update in the grand scheme of things just because it's really only meant for streamers, which is a pretty small percentage of the player base. What is a bigger update, though, is the fact that over the weekend, a brand new ban wave went out. Another anti-cheat update, you could say, although it's not really the real anti-cheat that we obviously want and so desperately need in the game, but Raven and Activision and Call of Duty and everyone refers to these as anti-cheat updates for what it's worth, even though it isn't really, but it kind of is at the same time. Anyways, Raven said they banned over 30,000 new cheaters across Call of Duty yesterday, which of course was over the weekend, like I said, which brings them to over 500,000 accounts banned in just Warzone alone. Now, it's no secret that plenty of those accounts have just been remade. However, at the same time, recently Raven did also reveal that they do actually enforce hardware bans for repeat offenders that have multiple accounts banned back to back to back. So there's a good chance we're not going to see another 30,000 new accounts made because of this recent ban, because they were probably hardware bans, but some of them probably wouldn't be hardware banned, and we're going to see them just remake new accounts and continue cheating. Honestly, I don't see why it needs to be a repeat offender to be hardware banned. I feel like if you cheat once, you're a blatant cheater. You don't need to be playing the game. Hardware ban them from the get-go. You know, it's a one and done thing. You cheat once, that's 3 strikes, perma-banned entirely, no exemptions. Sort of just my 2 cents on that. Also, while we are on the topic of just Raven doing things, I guess, I do want to take a quick moment to say their communication recently has improved immensely. We went from not really hearing about anything regarding the state of the game or the patch notes just being like very basic and bland and oftentimes missing tons of things, to getting some of the most detailed patch notes we've ever had and a major upgrade in terms of community communication. We're seeing them tweet a lot more about things. They're interacting with prominent members of the community way more. They're previewing things more. Like, definitely a very big step up, so big props to them for that. Then the final thing I wanted to bring up for today is a new mysterious game that appeared on the PlayStation database from Activision completely out of the blue. Basically, there's this whole behind-the-scenes database for PlayStation that shows when new games are added to the files or added to the database in general, and also who the publisher is. And apparently earlier today, a brand new game from Activision appeared in said database with a near 44 gig download size, and it's said to be rated 17 plus or M for mature. So initially, without taking the rating into consideration, this could have easily been any new Activision IP, you know, not necessarily just Call of Duty, but because it's rated M like all other COD games, that gives it a way better chance of being a new COD game or a new COD title. However, there's also a ton of variables as to what exactly that could be. You know, it could end up being Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered. There's been a ton of rumors about that potentially coming out soon, and obviously, we have Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 campaign remasters already available. It would make no sense for there not to be a remaster for the third game, so that's a possibility, but it is also possible that this is like the early alpha game for COD 2021, World War II or World War II Vanguard, whatever it is. Of course, last year we saw the whole Red Door game appear on various databases. That ended up being the code name or the alpha version for Cold War, so this could be that as well. As of now, there's really no telling, but we are getting closer to that time of the year in which these bigger leaks come out regarding what'll be happening with the new Call of Duty game in the fall. So as we get any new information there, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. But yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that's sort of a big roundup of what's been going on in Call of Duty over the past few days. And of course, we've got even bigger things coming up later on this week with the whole mid-season update. But that is going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here or if you haven't already subscribed, I'm always covering everything going on in COD, whether it be news, intel, updates, you name it. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. And the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.